reckon? Oh, I don't know about that. That was a pretty emotional type finish to that game, as most of the games are when we seem to play against Melbourne. But no, I'll have to admit I did it a bit tough there towards the end.
I'm just pleased with the toughness they showed Ivan at the end. Sort of fair bit thrown at.
Yeah, that's the thing that I told the players. I was really proud of them. We were under a hell of a lot of pressure in that second half, and they just kept turning up for each other, which was a real positive. I don't think we ventured into their attacking zone too often in that second half, only when Pete Wallace scored, and the rest of the time we just seemed to be defending down the other end.
Is that the sort of character you can sort of build a season or build a campaign around?
Oh, it certainly helps. If they can fix a few little things up, with our attack and our patience, and we keep defending like that, well, it gives us a chance anyway.
Ivan, in that first half, you had a lot of field position, good field position. You're a bit disappointed with the 2-point lead at half time?
Oh, not really. It would have been nice to be a few more points in front, but they defended pretty well too. They were desperate, and they obviously came here to win too, and they're a side that plays to the death, and they play for each other as well. So, I was glad we went in 2 points in front.
Was the defence especially praiseworthy given the soft nature of the first try that Melbourne scored?
Yeah, it didn't look good for the start, did it? We sort of gave a penalty away late in the tackle count, and then some pretty ordinary defence. But they regrouped really well after that, so I was really pleased about that.
With the way that the forward pack worked as a unit, once again, particularly with no recognised front row on the interchange bench, they did their job.
Yeah, look, I was pleased. I was pleased with the forwards. There's been lots of questions asked of them whether they're going to be able to lay the platform for our backs and be able to match a lot of the other packs. But the two games that they've played, I've been really happy with them. They've done the job that's required of them, and I was really pleased with the way they defended. When Melbourne put shifts and that on us, how hard they work from the inside. And, that sort of shows me that they're really wanting to play for each other. They don't want to let each other down.
Like you said, your attack's the hardest thing to sort of get right. It certainly seemed through probably 25-minute period there in the first half that things were moving pretty slick. Was that pretty encouraging?
Well, we had a fair bit of possession too. So Melbourne were under a fair bit of pressure there, and they were probably getting a little bit tired and gave us a little bit too much room a couple of times there. But no, it was a pleasing sign. I'd like to think that the more games we play and the more that we train together, that's only going to get better.
What did you think of Hodge's game?
Oh, it was good to have him back. I thought he did really well for the amount of time that he's had out, and being brought in on that late, pretty late in the week. I was really happy with him, and to get through 80 minutes too. We probably weren't expecting him to get through that 80-minute period. So.
What about the makeup of the bench, Ivan? What was the thinking there, rather than having, say, Ashton or Josh?
Well, it wasn't going to affect my interchange the way I'd planned to make the interchanges. That one forward was always probably going to come on later in the second half as a fresh player. So I just wanted to cover the bases there in case Justin didn't get through, or Stevie or sort of Kay had a bit of a cork through the week as well. So I just wanted to cover our bases there.
Both Craig and Cameron were disappointed the refs missed what they said was a knock-on with Pete Wallace's try, and also questioned why they didn't go to the video on that particular incident. You got a view on that? Do you think they should have gone? Not from your point of view, obviously. Do they have a bit of a fair beef about that?
Oh, you could have a beef about a lot of things in the game. There's errors made, and whether that was an error or not, I don't know. I haven't had a real close look at it. On face value, it looked okay to me. Pete Wallace still beat a few defenders to get to the try line there, so I'd expect him to too. He's pretty mentally tough, and the one thing about Carmichael, he doesn't want to let his teammates down, and I'm pretty sure that he put that aside. He didn't want to go out there and have that on the back of his mind, a big game like tonight, and let everyone down. So he handles it great. he hasn't shown any signs that it's affecting him.
When you see him play like that, does it make you think how much you'll miss him if he's indeed not here next year?
Well, we don't know what's going to happen yet. I hope something can get worked out, but if for whatever reason Carmichael makes a decision that he's not here, well, we'll have to move on. But he's here for this year, and that's all we're worrying about so far. So he keeps playing like that, we'll be happy.
So how do they line up now with Henjak, Israel outside him? That roster?
Oh, maybe. We've got they're quite versatile, and Izzy could probably play over that left-hand side as well at different times. So we'll just keep working on things, and whatever suits us. If we need to change something up, we can do it. But I wouldn't say that that's the way it'll be for the rest of the year.
When was the decision made to play Henjak, mate?
We were pretty confident yesterday, but we needed to check him today because if you would have got there a little bit earlier yesterday, Ticket, you might have seen all the heavy work he was doing, mate. But you might. Okay. I thought you might have been at the tab or something, mate. He did a fair bit of contact. He did a fair bit of contact work early there, and we needed to check him today to make sure that he didn't pull up sore.
I rang one of your players and he said he hadn't done any contact all week.
Tell him the line.